This just might be your ideal travel watercolor paint pan set. I'm going to review this one today. This is the British made Derwent Inktense paint pan set. Let's begin. Okay, so before we get into the swatching, let's look at what the company say about their product. I'm gonna just do a quick summary. I'm not gonna bore you with the reading. So basically, they say that their formulation is found in their pencils and their block ranges. So the formula is the same type. They say that their colors are very vivid. They also said, which is a really important point, they said that you will not be able to dissolve previously dried layers, which can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on what you're trying to do with the watercolor. They say it's ideal for traveling, and we're going to talk about what came with it. And they said it comes with a brush, a sponge, a palette with 5 areas where you can mix in. They also talked about what the surfaces it can be used on. They said that it can be used on fabric, paper, and surfaces with a wide range of fine arts and craft projects. And yeah, they also mentioned that they have greens, browns, and we'll see that in the swatching. So let's look into the swatching now. So this is what it looks like in the front. Okay, so let's begin. We did a yellow here, but it just did not really give me the transparency I wanted. So we're gonna redo that. The colors are very intense, and I think you're gonna have to add lots of water to really get that transparency. And we're gonna use their mixing pad here so that we can see the translucency as much as possible. And I really can't see much granulation. It's a smooth finish, really, from this point of view that I'm looking at. It's definitely a true yellow. It's more on the cool side, but I think it's a true yellow. So I think this is a great yellow, a true yellow that will be great for just mixing and making different variations of green. It will definitely give quite a bit of very good variations, because yeah, as I said, it's a true yellow. Okay, so let's get into the next color, which is the mango. So the last one we saw was the sun yellow. Now we're gonna get into mango. So all right, this is this is beautiful. Talk about a pretty color. Okay, all right, so this color is quite cool. I feel like it's more on the cool side. I can't really see too much of what I will use it for. Let me think about it as I try to get translucency. Okay, so the translucency, it's really hard. I'm just pulling some of the colors down. The translucency is it's okay, because I'm looking at the color. I'm trying to think of what would this color be good for, and I can't see. But it's a beautiful rich color. Yeah, it's a beautiful rich color. That's all I got. All right, so the colors definitely are drying quick. All right, so let's go to the next one. The next one we're going to is the Poppy Red. All right, so wow, beautiful, beautiful. Wow, it's almost like a tomato red. This, you know, tomato red. This is just with like one simple stroke and I collected it. Really, 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 really pretty. It definitely is a really true red. It definitely, and the translucency is good. So far, I'm not really seeing much granulation in it. So I think this set is meant to give a very smooth finish, not so much a textured finish. All right, so let's go to the next color, the dark plum. It looks very intense. I think this color will be wonderful to mix and to like darken something up, give different different tones. So instead of using black, you know, wow, this is beautiful. The colors are definitely rich and intense when you're just picking it up. Wow. I'm just gonna put just a little bit of water and we're gonna just move it along. Okay, I will say that the translucency is beautiful. You see how I just drop it and it just really fills up that space. I like that. I think I was blindsided by not having like my like paper here on the side and it being such a strong, intense color off the rip. Okay, so this is a beautiful color. You definitely see the color as it dries. I do see a bit of granulation. It's really small though, but it's nothing to really talk about. All right, so let's go to the next color. One of another primary colors. This is called Mid Ultramarine. So we're gonna go into this here. This was the color that I was a little bit disappointed in, but maybe it was not. This is okay. Let me take it back. It's not actually a bad color. This color is. It's just a light. I don't think it's meant to be an intense blue. I think the color next to it, which is the bright blue, maybe. But I guess I was fooled by what the palette paper says. I thought it would have been much more richer. It's a perfect color for sky. Definitely for sky. Translucency is good. It's just that the intensity of it is not there. I said that in the haul when I swatched it. Let me see if I added more in there. Maybe if you come back a second time around and add in color, then it will pick it up. I guess that's the only way to really get the most out of the color. All right, so we're gonna go to the next color. I wish I could have done it how the set is set up, but of course I did 2 yellows. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the next color, which is the bright blue. I'm very excited to see how this color is. And we're gonna go, I'm gonna put it here. And then I want to start the next row, I'm gonna start it just below. So let's get to this one. Ooh, okay, so this is what I thought the mid ultramarine was gonna be. Okay, all right, so I'm corrected. This is what I thought it was gonna be, because when you look at it on the paper, this is why swatching is so important. The paper says one story, but the swatching tells a different story. So this is why swatching is so important. Look at this color. This is what I thought it was gonna be. See how beautiful that is? The translucency is good. You see like little granulations there. It's not a lot, but it's just enough to give what you're trying to do. You know, you're traveling, you don't want to do too much. So I think this is beautiful. All right, so we're gonna go to the next row. So this one page is for this one palette. So I'm not gonna be stingy with the boxes. I'm gonna do 2 for this, and we can play around as we continue. All right, so we're gonna go to the next row. I think I'm gonna spray them because they've dried since I last sprayed. All right, so the next color we're going to is the Teal Green. So that's the first one here. This is a beautiful green. I'm actually wearing green right now, so wow. This is a nice color. Unfortunately for this color, it's not a color that's used a lot in painting landscapes, because it's just, I don't think you really see this shade of green in nature much. It's like you see different ones, but I don't feel like this one. You know, I don't think you see this shade of green in nature as much. It's more on the cool side because it's a teal. The translucency, I'm just picking up some of the color. It's good. There is granulation. I see little ones in there. At least for this one, I see quite a bit. But once it's dry, we're gonna see how much of the granulation there is. All right, up next we have the Racing Green. So Racing Green, it looks black in the palette, but that might be a good thing. We're gonna check the transparency. I feel like this color is going to be the color that's used quite a bit in a travel set for landscaping for sure. Let's check out the translucency here. Yeah, for sure. I can see this. This color is seen in nature quite a bit, at least with our eyes, because you know, we need to show variations, like what trees are in the background, what's in the foreground, and this definitely will be top of the list. And I'm looking forward to using this palette in the painting I'm going to do with it. So I don't know if it's going to be in this video or in the next, but we're going to be using the Derwent to do some painting. So let's get to the next color, which is Kiwi. I like that they have these like 3 greens, you know, so you can have like a variation. Okay, this is pretty. It does not look like what's in the set, the pockets. It doesn't look like it. It looks darker. It feels brighter in the pocket. All right. Okay, it gives really good translucency. We're gonna drop in a bit more. Let me grab. so we can, wow, that's pretty. See how that moves? Just want to give like a nice variation. I like this. I don't know, this is such a pretty color. All right, so now we're going into the more earth tone. So they did two nice earth tone colors, burnt yellow orca. I think it's orc. Oh, I said orca. All right, so, oh, this is pretty. Yes, this is for sure. You're gonna use this quite a bit also in nature landscape. This is definitely a really good color. It's nice and warm. Let me add a bit more to get the, push this down a bit. Yeah, this is pretty. Yeah, it's kind of giving a bit of yellow. It's kind of a little bit of this, but just maybe mix of that and red, but it's nice and warm. So now we're gonna go to a neutral brown. That's the next color, which is this. It looks purpley from where I'm looking, so it's kind of like going with that, like a mauve color, you know, but it's called, what did I see? Did I say neutral? I think it's natural, sorry. My bad. It's called natural brown. And let's see how much. Okay, I think this, yeah, this is a nice brown. This is definitely a nice, let's push a bit of it down. Nice brown. I love it. Okay. And lastly is the ink black. I don't know why it looks bluish in this set here. The black is black, you know, nothing to it. It's definitely giving the intensity it needs to give. We're going to see the transparency of it. And I'm gonna just test that. Gives good transparency. We're gonna push some of it down here so you can get like a variation. Okay, that's good. A nice color. Definitely will get used a lot. And there's some good, you definitely do see some granulation in there. It could be just the way how the color is placed. You can, you know, you see there, right there, you see something there. And let's see how they dry. So I'm gonna do a close-up of how they're drying, and there definitely is some granulation. I see it here. You see it more on paper than anything. There is definitely that. It also have really good cools versus warms. Like I feel this is a good warm color. It's a little more on the cool, warm, you know, side. I definitely love this color. You'll get some really good uses out of this palette for sure, especially with this color, and this color in nature. And the red is a really good red. You have two options in blue. This is perfect for the sky for sure. The yellow is a very solid mixing yellow to just cool down any color. I love how this green can really be of good help you know, when it comes to like maybe cooling down your green. I think this is a really solid palette or palette paint set. However they want to call it, because they keep calling it different things, but because it's made for traveling and it has so many things, they call it like a palette pocket paint set. But anyways, I'm gonna label these colors, and I will see y'all in the next video where I'm going to do I'm gonna compare this to another palette, a basic, you know, in-store palette, to just compare how the colors are vibrant in comparison to the other one. And so take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.